Okay. Hello, dear friends. Good afternoon. Such a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. I am looking for some relatively quiet place to have a walk. And today I had my whole day having class. So I was quite, it's very tiring. And on top of that, just staring at the screen is not the best thing to do, not the most comfortable thing to do. So I decide to come out, to go to a relatively quiet neighborhood for a walk. And I have some story that was at the moment of happening was quite intense for me. So let's go ahead with the story. And it's about stress. It's about meeting with something unexpected. It's about dealing with all kind of scenarios and keeping a mind that is calm and mature and tamed and tempered. So here it is. You know, I have an Etsy shop, and once in a while I receive an order. And this couple of months, and every year from September, when we went back to school until December, the first week of December, our school have an art exhibition. Each student produce 1, 2, or some more pieces of artwork, and we transform our whole school into a museum, into an art gallery. And this year, because of the pandemic, we do not have our arts night, our event, public. We had it online. So we made a website, and at the very moment of arts night, we had a Zoom meeting. So it was a great event, but just imagine the pressure of it. And each student have 2, 5, and I have some students have more than 10 pieces of artwork. And you need to choose, you need to verify the student name and everything. So it's very, it's stressful for nothing. I listened to some people, some guru talking about stress. Now it's all over. It's already done. It's all over. I can be cool and calm thinking about it. But at that moment, I could not. So let's... it was a very stressful or demanding time, very demanding, and at that time I start to get some order for teas, and some orders for paintings, for prints, for some other materials, this and that. I was very happy about this order, and in any case, I'm just happy about any order because my value is realized through these orders. People spend money on my product. It's the best thing. Even if it is stressful to ship the order, to prepare everything, there is no any complaint about it. Please keep on buying. Please keep on placing order. It is for me, as a very materialistic person, I feel order is my credential, is my evidence that I have a meaning in this world. Please. So, and so I received order, but because of this end of year report card, end of year summative assessment, because of end of year evaluation and project, all these things piled up. So I could not ship those orders on time. And usually I have 5 days shipping time or 1 week shipping time, and usually I can do it, but for a couple of them I could not ship within that time. So I try to give some extra, or anyway, I find a way to explain, to get it right. And the sunshine is so much, and and because there are so many orders, and sometimes the order does not depend on myself solely. I have to depend on the material shipping to me, and then I ship that. Anyway, so I was quite stressful. So the other day, yesterday, last night, because the big event is over on Saturday. Last night, Monday evening, I finally have time to prepare all these orders. And I prepared all these orders. I went to post office. And there were 11 packages. And as I was shipping, I found there were 1 envelope and another package with the same address. So I was just quite curious what was happening. And then I was thinking maybe this person placed 2 orders. Anyway, I shipped it out, put into the mailbox, and then I verify it again and again, the second or the third time, and then I realized I had a wrong. Actually, I came back home, I realized I had a wrong envelope, wrong shipping label. A wrong shipping label. So I was very stressed. I want to take it out. It's already inside the mailbox. It's the automatic mailbox. And I put it in and I tried to pull it out, and I could not reach it. And then I was thinking maybe this is wrong to do it. I was so worried because that moment, I do not know how you think about it. At that moment, I feel myself is such a failure, and I could not ship things on time, and I made the wrong label. Everything just turned out to be so stressful. And I wanted to get it out, and that moment, and here are some people doing some exercise. It's you know it. It's not big money, $10, $20. I can afford it. And even I cannot afford it, I am responsible for it, and I have to be responsible, and I have to afford. If there is a mistake, I can reship it. But if I reship it, there will be one problem, that the person who does not need to know the address will know the address of the other customer. So it's just made my mind is totally, I totally lost my mind at that moment. I do not know what to do. I could not think nicely, naturally, and rightly. So, oh, that's such a beautiful path. Maybe we are not allowed to pass it, are we? Oh yes, we can pass it. Oh, that is such a nice pathway. So I was very, very stressed, and I wanted to take it out. I could not. And at this moment, I start to think, maybe I should stop. I should not put my hand inside the mailbox, because if I was, because it's wrong. It's wrong. It's like stealing. I was so scared at that moment. I was thinking the police must be looking at the camera and laughing at me, trying to pull it. Anyway, I went back home and told my son. It's in the middle of the night. And they said, Mom, do you need my help, our help? I said, no. And that will be very, very, it will be looking very, very bad if we do that. So I just let it there, and I was too tired. I fell asleep. This morning, 7 o'clock, 7:20. I put alarm at 7 o'clock, and 8 or 9, I started to wake up, and I went to the post office. And just before the post office started to open, and there was one employee, I think he's the manager there. He opened up the box. It's not yet totally gone. So I asked if last night I shipped I put a wrong label, can I take it out? And while I was trying to reach it, I lost something. I have 2 labels, 2 packages. Sorry, I'm not so good at this story, but you just understand the stress of it. That guy, and he asked, what is the address, your address or something? He went in, and 5 minutes later came out with 1 package. That was it. That was not the right thing. So I said, it's almost, because I put 11, it's almost this, and it looks this. He came back again with another one, right. But I have another one. So I said, I have another one, look that shape. And so he got me the other one. And it took 10 minutes, something. And as I took these 2 things, I said, I lost another 2 of myself. And he said, I have no time. So I left. He was busy in his work. And I just felt so bad for doing this. And came back home, 11 o'clock. I was having my lesson. In the middle of my lesson, my son came and showed me 1 tool. that was the tool that I lost. There's just some small things lost inside that mailbox. That same gentleman came to our house. It was our local post office. They know each address. Came to our house and handed to my family. I was so touched. I was so absolutely touched. So all this, what I want to say is that it could be a small thing, such a small thing, $20 order. It does not deserve to bother so much people. And if you think about the monetary value, this is so totally senseless that I make such a big fuss, such a big problem. But on the other hand, we can understand problem does not have a size. The size does not matter when we are facing problems. Sometimes it is one of the least amount of money involved. It looks like the least significant problem, but we invested so much of our heart, our soul, our emotion that we could not think right. So if another time you see people having trouble, lost temper, lost their normal elegance, lost their normal way of thinking and behaving and becoming a mad person, becoming a jerk. It's something that maybe we just could not understand because we are not in the situation. I want to say everyone is fighting a struggle that we may not understand. And be kind to other people. They are struggling not because the money, not because the amount, not because of the insignificance or significance of the matter. It is one of the side effects of the internal stress, internal frustration, and internal struggle that showed up. It's much, much deeper than just the dollar value of that particular matter. So that's what I want to say. And also, respect everyone. That gentleman who helped me, the post office, the postmaster, post office person, he did not talk nicely. He did not smile. He just did his things. He was in a rush. And sometimes, because people live a life or do a job that is so stressful, they may not smile to you. They may not have the most pleasant appearance, but they do have a loving, caring heart. Do not judge people by the surface by the surface appearance, we do not understand other people because we are not living their life. So I was just thinking, post office or teacher, people are doing some tremendous, some unbelievably hard job. Imagine we teach through the internet, and today I had class. I want to do a painting lesson. Whenever I pick up the pen, there will be students wanting to show me her artwork or his artwork or have a question. And whenever I answer the question, there will be students wanting to see how I work. So there are so many things. Let's just be kind, be more generous, and be nicer. It can make our life better, easier, and more enjoyable. Wow, look at it. How beautiful this place. Okay, I think it's about time for me to go back, keep on with my life. And this story is just I am very touched by this act of kindness, the act of helping from this person. Yeah, I am very, very touched. And it makes me to think a little bit deeper of my own things, my own life, my own stress. Because of the pressure from other people or from ourselves, we lose our coolness. We lose our right way of thinking. And it does not help anybody. It only makes things worse. If there is a problem, there is always a way to settle it, to fix it. If I ship the wrong order, I can find the right thing, the right address to remake a label and ship again. I can refund. I can discuss and substitute. There are many ways. We are not the only person who has problem. There are many people who has problem. And whenever we have some problem, just understand we are not alone. I remember there was one time, so this reminds me of one incident that happened when I first, let me wear my glove, my mask. Give me 1 minute. Okay. When I first arrived in America, and I lost my key. I forgot I lost myself car key or room key. You know, the door is so easy to boom, lock it. And I came from a culture not like that. and the car also. So I was very, very stressed, and I did not know what to do. And at that moment, I think one of my nerve went back to me and had some conscious. So I thought about Yellow Page. That was old time. Yellow Page was the Bible of life. So I went to search on Yellow Page. You know what I found? Almost half of the Yellow Page was about key repair, emergency opening, quick, something. So I am not the only person who get into this trouble. And from now and then, there is always someone get into trouble. So just understand, when you are happy, you are not alone. You are not the only person who is happy. And when you have trouble, just think about it. You are not the only person who get into trouble. The whole world is sharing with you. The whole world is sharing a struggle that you are going through. It's only a question of time. Sooner or later, everyone has to go through these troubles. Anyway, it makes me so happy to walk outside, to breathe some fresh air. It makes me happy. It's so good. It's wonderful. Autumn is such a beautiful season. Okay, let's go back and keep on with life. Just so all this story I am talking about is it makes me feel real. No, as if I'm not a real person. I mean, those problems are so real, and having this real problem is a blessing. It is a blessing. All the trouble we go through only makes, all the troubles we go through, they only make us stronger, make us smarter, make us more tempered, make us a better person. Do not be afraid of troubles. And at the moment, nobody can deal with troubles. I cannot deal with troubles. I have seen other people who cannot deal with troubles, but eventually we just, after some time, it will become so small. We will cool down, calm down, and all these troubles could be nothing, could be not a big deal. They are not at all a big deal. But at that moment, it was such a big deal. You can get over it. I remember yesterday I did a video about stress, and I made it for one friend, and then I saw this friend's comment. At that moment, you were so lost, you were so stressed, you were so uncontrollable failure. But at the end of the day, you will get over it. You will go through it. And when you go through and look back on it, you realize it's just a moment. And when we are in that moment, we cannot think, we cannot process. Not you, not me. Oh no, not me. Maybe you. But when we are in the problem, we cannot process. When we look back, when we put ourselves in some distance from these problems, we can see it is a small problem. It is a problem that is doable, solvable. We can get over it. So for me, I think it's not possible. I have not yet reached that incarnation of not stressed, not caring. I still care. I still get stressed. I think this is part of us being human, and we cannot get over that stage. And I doubt if we get over that stage, what is the fun of life? What is the passion of life? And the only thing is that shorten that stressful time and think actively, or jump out of that problem. Think that problem not your problem. When there is problem, when we put ourselves inside this problem, we cannot think right. But a lot of time, we are pretty good at advising others, consulting, and giving suggestions to others. How about we try to put ourselves in the situation like that? Think ourselves as an advisor. Think ourselves as a friend of the person who is struggling. Think ourselves as the friend of ourselves. That may make us smarter or more distanced from the problem, and make us have a cooler mind, a much cool mind, a much a logistic way, rational way of thinking. Do I make any sense? What is that? Okay, bye-bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye-bye, friends. Okay, I love you. I really do. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Bye-bye, friends. Get out to have some fresh air, to see the bright sunshine. It will be good for us. Bye-bye, friends. I love you.